So for the beginning of this wonderful new 2019, I decided I wanted to share a series that is very near and dear to my heart. A series that not only has changed my perspective on the slice of life genre that I've come to loathe, but also on something that we as humanity all have come to love, and that is thick. And real thick, not this shit. And that series is Alpha Yasurare Nai, or Plus-Sized Elf. A manga about fantasy creatures coming to our world in order to lose weight. It sounds really dumb, I will give you that, and I would never have usually picked up this series if I didn't notice on the cover that fucking smug-ass face from our lead, and I knew I had to read it once I saw it. She looks so stupid, yet so happy, and that is the best trope an anime girl can have. And after picking it up and reading the first few pages, I easily got addicted to this series for its many great aspects. Most of which is the most important form of storytelling, and that is fat spilling over clothes. And like I said before, the story is extremely simple, with a bunch of fantasy creatures coming to our world in order to lose weight so they can go back to theirs. And yes, that may just sound like an exercise manga with a bunch of fan service, but guess what? You're right. But it doesn't really focus on the exercising aspect as it more focuses on our goofy-ass characters doing goofy-ass shit with their chubby bodies. Each character is really unique, with it being a different type of mythical creature as well as having a very hard-to-hate personality. But the most important thing they have is different types of thick. Some have tubby tummies, some have fat and flabby arms, some have ginormous fat asses!
You know you'd want to be smothered between those butt cheeks.
Whatever you want, they got it, and plenty of it. But that's not all. They got it with the best damn art you could only have dreamed of! Like in my previous video about moral world reversal, Plus-Size Elf has such intricate art that if you were reading it in public and someone looked over your shoulder and saw it, they would think you're a freak for reading porn in public. But that won't stop you now, will it, buddy? Each thick panel doesn't really have any lewd reasons as to why it looks the way it does, and it can be quite uncomfortable, but also extremely exhilarating. Wow, that looks like she's getting a really good massage. I wish I could get a massage that makes me look like that. And as you can probably already tell, the author's previous artworks were usually for hentai, and that explains a lot when it comes to the, the good shit. But I am grateful for it. We all must applaud this author because when I hear the word thick, I think of this manga series. And that's due to the fact mostly that in manga, bigger or chubbier girls aren't drawn in such detail as this series has done it, because chubbier or bigger girls aren't as popular in the manga world, or at least not to my knowledge. And that's why I'm surprised that in this community, this series isn't as popular as it should be, when this community is so obsessed with anime girls that only have a little bit of meat on them. And I'm gonna keep bringing this bitch up, because this bitch's thighs took the internet by storm, when this is not thick. Now this is what we should be worshiping at our thick altars daily. And I know so far all I've been talking about is the thick aspect of this series, because I know what clickbait is, but there are a lot of great aspects to this series. And although this series is just a glorified thick post, my god, how many times have I fucking said thick so far? It is also a great comedy manga. Seeing our characters do the most funniest, stupidest, shittiest stuff with all these shenanigans with their chubby bodies, but also having so much fun and just doing stupid shit, I don't know! And finding out what made each character so chubby, be it french fries or ice cream or alcohol. I mean, that itself was pretty hilarious, seeing them be passionate about the one thing that is completely ruining their diets. Seeing them try to lose weight as they have an abundance of this terrible thing every day. The characters' banter and them being mythical and having these powers cause situations that you can't easily predict that are just so fucking hilarious and funny. Seeing in the beginning, for instance, when Elf meets Dark Elf and they start fighting, and because they're so chubby, their clothes explode off as they're fighting. I don't know, it sounds stupid, but it's hilarious yet sexy. The characters never really accomplish anything, which perfectly kind of fits the criteria of slice of life, and I usually truly hate slice of life, nonsensical manga anime series. And the reason for that is because they usually have no plot and it's just boring, it doesn't make sense, there's nothing there. But I couldn't stop myself from loving this series. And the reason for that is because it goes about slice of life in such a different way that it's actually entertaining. It's not just me watching a bunch of cute high school girls eating cake while playing instruments. And if there's one thing that this series is not, it's not boring. So if you yourself as well aren't a fan of the slice of life genre, I still think you should pick up this bad boy because I think it could easily become one of your favorite exceptions. We'll also have you torn as to picking who the best girl is because all of them are pretty fucking amazing, but I am quite partial myself to Elf and Satyr because they're both stupid as shit. Especially when they're fighting, because when Elf and Satyr start fighting, Satyr's clothes always explode off for some reason, but I'm not complaining. And she always runs off crying like, bitch, you're a demon, but you're acting so innocent! Fuck, I love you! So in a community where anime girls only need a little bit of fat to be considered thick, we should be looking at plus-sized Elf to be setting our ideals straight. Any character, any at all, be it them being thick, small, medium, or tall, none of them compare to the Mystic Babes in this series. Stop trying! But in all honesty, this series was an amazing and fun ride with the amount of booty and comedy, which also made it kind of lethal because I couldn't find myself ever putting it down. The art, the characters, the comedy, all of it is so perfect that you would have to be a dipshit not to want to have it in your arms as you die. If you are looking for a comedy series that has a great art that you can't help but admire while also creaming your pants, while also realizing that I was totally correct that this is the best series that you will ever read, then you need to pick this bad boy up. And the best part? You can actually pick this bad boy up on my most favorite manga site ever, and that is Bookwalker. Please use coupon code SIDSNAP after making an account and get 600 yen off your first purchase. And that's a pretty amazing ass deal because at the same time, you get 600 yen off and you get to support the author. Like, hello! Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on all of my social medias. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you